how to ground someone, but at the same time empower them to fly away. Hey, and welcome everyone. It's day 33 of our 90-day game plan. I've spent quite a lot of time with the kids over the weekend, and so I thought about a topic that doesn't only apply to the kids, but I think also in a company, it's so essential. And it's this concept that you want to provide everyone a super solid base. You want to ground that person, but you want to empower them to be able to fly. And with kids, for example, this means we have very strict rules. We're actually very, very traditional when it comes to that. Quite disciplinarian. There's quite a strong discipline. We kind of have very strong habits and rituals. The daily schedule looks very similar all the time. I shared this a lot of times. Kids wake up at 7. There's 7:30 is breakfast. 8 is off to school. Home from school. Nap time is always at the same time. Lunch is at the same time. There's extracurricular stuff in the afternoon, there's playtime and so on. So there's quite a regimen to it. But then, and that's really, really important, at the same time, there's flexibility built in. There is this empowerment for them to really try out new things, make mistakes, and try to experiment. And this is so crucial to understand for kids, because I really believe a lot of kids nowadays, first of all, they don't have faced consequences. And this is a big issue. They don't have this strong foundation, but at the same time, they are not given the freedom and the flexibility to really try out a lot of different things. And I think when you kind of raise your kids, it's super important to do that. And I think sometimes you have both extremes. You have this complete laissez-faire, this super hands-off and do whatever, right? And or the other hand, you have these super strong helicopter parents. And in my opinion, both approaches really don't work so well. So this is the kind of kid stuff, but then you have the exact same thing, in my opinion, with team members. And there you have this micro versus macro management. You either are super hands-on and you're super deep in, or you're totally hands-off. And in my opinion, both approaches as a pure approach really, really struggle. You need to give your team members this empowerment that they really feel safe and they really feel built in. But at the same time, you need to give them that freedom, that face for experimentation, that it's okay to make mistakes, that it's okay to try out new things, because otherwise you're not going to be able to get forward. And I think getting that balance is not always easy, and it's actually very difficult. And sometimes you're probably a bit too crazy strict, and sometimes you're too crazy kind of lenient, and sometimes the pendulum swings extreme. So what I can just tell you, and this was a really good reflection over the weekend, is just kind of getting that balance and focusing on like grounding, but at the same time empowering and giving the wings. So that's really what I want to leave you with on this Sunday. So enjoy the time with your family. See you tomorrow for an exciting week on Monday. All the best. Yours truly, Julian. Bye-bye.